What's going on, everybody? Chet back from Fight Breakdown. Back at you. I haven't been on for a while. Been very busy, hands full, but this fight between Crawford and Errol Spence got me so excited. I wanted to start making videos again. This video is just about how boxing is just a game of inches. Sometimes the stars just line up in your favor. And this clip right here I'm about to show you at full speed and in slow motion is a clip from the Crawford and Benavidez Jr. fight, which took place a few years ago for the WBO welterweight title. In this fight, Crawford was dominating the fight, went on to stop Benavidez Jr. In the last round. But what I want to show you is this punch that Benavidez threw in desperation at the end of the fight, and the show and talk about how boxing is just a game of inches and what could have happened if this punch landed. I'm gonna show it to you at full speed and then show it to you in slow motion. Once again, please like and subscribe. Get in to those comments. I'm gonna look at it first in full speed here. So just to set up, we're in the last round. Crawford again showing his world-class status. He could have just ran this round, ran away, just boxed, stayed on the outside, and easily won the decision. Benavidez, on the other hand, showing his character also. He could have just survived, stayed away, right, come back and fight another day type attitude. But no, he decides that he's gonna try to win this fight even in the last round. Now hindsight is 20/20, right? Could say, hey, come back and fight another day, right? Why go out on your shield? But hey, listen, sometimes you have to take chances, right? They say scared money don't make money. This is a perfect example of that. Both men took their chances, right? If Crawford misses on their shot that I'm about to show you, or Benavidez hits, either one of their fortunes could be dramatically changed, right? Benavidez could be where Crawford is right now if he lands this round.
Shaking his head is not how we want to end this fight. Oh, Crawford gets up!
Right, and we see Crawford land the shot there. Right, the family celebrating and all of that. Now, personally, I feel that this fight might have been too much of a step up at this age for Benavidez, who was 25. But again, hindsight is 20/20. All right, so here it is. Watch how close this is. Both guys throwing uppercuts. Swish. And you can see Benavidez uppercut gets there first, but just grazes the chin and jaw of Crawford. Crawford is just out of the way. Boom! And he knocks Benavidez into the stratosphere with that. But it just goes to show you how close, right? It can be, right? The line between victory and defeat. Now, Crawford again could have just ran. He could have just, he was winning the whole fight. He could have just took off and collected his paycheck. But again, he's showing you his character. He's showing you that, hey, I'm a finisher. He's showing you, hey, I'm willing to take chances in order to boost my career. And sometimes a guy that has been through a lot in life, right? He almost lost his life, right, through gun violence, unfortunately, growing up, right, in a rough environment. Sometimes it gives you that edge and you're willing to take some chances because you're like, hey, I already been through traumatic situations. I already been through worse situations. What's the worst thing that can happen, right, to me, right? Not that he's actually thinking that, but subconsciously it's there, right? The character is forged, right, in the fire, right? It's that whole iron sharpens iron thing. He's been through so many situations previously that he's not afraid going forward to take chances. And when you take chances, right, sometimes you're gonna lose, right? Right? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, right? And it says others, the song goes right, and others sing the blues. Right here, Crawford wins. Right? He puts all his chips in on the table. Right? He throws a beautiful uppercut, and he lands. Benavidez shows his character too, because Benavidez could have took off, right? We hear fighters just surviving, right? They're losing the fight, they start clinching a lot, holding, even fouling at some points, just to get through the fight and say, hey, you didn't knock me out, right? But the young Benavidez says, you know what? I'm gonna launch this uppercut from the pits of the earth. And you see where Benavidez' right hand is in this caption. You can see he's throwing that uppercut right with bad intentions here, and he gets there first. Look where, if you look at the trajectory right here, it looks like Crawford is about to go into dreamland, but he just happens to be out of the way by inches. His uppercut is late, right? His uppercut is second, right? And if Crawford was going to be knocked out, it would be here. I mean, look at Crawford's hands. There's no defense around his jaw, chin, or anything. It's just he just happens to be slightly out of the path of that uppercut. But isn't it the story of this fight all night, right? The better boxer constantly being in the right position, right? Being slightly out the way. That's why it's a game of inches, right? Inch here, 2 inches there, right? And we can go on and on about fighters, right, losing the step, and this punch landing maybe, you know, a few years later, a punch, maybe Crawford is not out the way. Right? Look what happened, not to get on a big tangent, but say like Roy Jones in his career, right? Those punches that he was able to avoid with his speed and God-given ability, right? Years ago, later on in his career, he wasn't able to avoid anymore, and he would get caught. All right, but here on this day, Crawford being in his prime, he just happens to be out of the way, and you can see here he has his eyes closed and everything, so it's like he's anticipating being hit, but he came really close to being upset in the last round of this fight. But again, props to both fighters that even though Benavidez could have just, you know, held or just ran and kind of survived and say, hey, you didn't knock me out, he went for it. He went out on his shield. Again, hindsight is 20/20. Some people will say, hey, just live the fight another day, why risk your health? But it's a character thing. Some fighters are willing to try and win as long as there's time on the clock, right? And Crawford is one of those fighters. Benavidez showed that he is one of those fighters also. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. Please get in the comment section, and if you do anything, just hit that thumbs up button. Please like or subscribe. Please support the channel. Put the information up there below. But if you don't do anything, just leave a comment. Let me know what your prediction is on the fight. Just put Spence in there or Man Down. You know, one of Spence's many nicknames, the Grave Digger. Throw something in that comment. If you're going for Crawford, put Crawford in there, or Bud, or Terrance Crawford, whatever you want to put. Let me know what you think, and of course, any other comments are welcome. And I'll be making some more videos after this one, and I'll see you guys soon. Enjoy.